Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. Now, synergy, to make a synergy with any person or in a company, has to exist between both of them. Like, for example, if I took your example for a plant, for example, I cannot get like most strong plant, put it to a weak plant, and you say you're creating synergy. No, the big plant will kill it, will kill the small one, and doesn't exist. Synergy has.
That.
Hmm?
I don't believe that.
No, for example, company. Synergy to create a new things. If you bring, like for example, if there's two company going to integrate or go to merge together, so you could like measure between two company, synergy has to exist to create a new successful company. Other than that, the big company will exist, and the small company will like try to merge with it will disappear.
Yeah, I think part of the aspect about that is the fact that people have to build a relationship in the parts. There has to be a relationship with it. We have synergy in nature, in all aspects of nature, and things die and they grow. They die. There's a cycle to all of this. And so I'm not saying that we take a big company and match it with a weak company just to let them go, but sometimes that is the process because something greater comes out of it as a result.
That means the synergy has to exist first. It cannot be created.
Yes. No, it can be created. You can create an environment for it to occur. It's a relationship. It's a learning about each other, becoming, you can have, let's say you have, well, many of your think tanks, your company, you have people that they enjoy sharing ideas. They get together. I had this experience when we were writing a mission statement for my school. I had to bring people, they had to get to know, they had to trust each other, to be able to be open with ideas. This is a key factor for synergy, and you can create the environment for people to do that. Now, not all people have the ability, but if you are looking to move your country or your business to a different level, or you want to improve upon it, then you certainly have to create the environment of where people have a chance to share and talk. Just like we did. We networked. We had to talk to each other. We have to communicate. We have to get to know one another. I cannot be creative with someone that I don't have any idea what they think about. So there has to be time to share and talk. The big problem in setting up a synergistic environment has to do with time, because it takes more time to develop the relationships and develop the people than it does than if you go in and do it on your own. Sometimes we have bosses who will say, oh, you know, it's just easier for me to go in and do this. I can do it faster and better than trying to teach my people to do that. But that is not coming from a synergistic development concept. So synergy means you have to create. Now let's talk about what are some of the actions that have to happen to create that energy. First of all, you don't take insults personally. Somebody says something to you that you don't agree with, you don't go, oh golly, you know, oh dear, dear, dear. Say, thank you for the information. When somebody disagrees with you, you look at them and say, good, you have a different point of view. I want to hear more. Tell me more, expand on that. This is very difficult to do. Oftentimes, in people from all over the world, in my experience, is when you ask them, why do you think that way? They often can't tell you. They don't know the supporting evidence of why they have that opinion. And one of the things that we are trying to do is to help people develop, give evidence. Where do you get this opinion from? And is it a prejudice? Or is it your perception? Is it only your experience? Is it only your... Change will never occur as long as we are in the status quo and we keep it the same. So it's begin in talking about developing people, developing our workers, developing our businesses, developing ourselves. We have to be open to new ideas. And this is a lot easier said than it is to accomplish. Because for some reason, human beings seem to feel that they have to be right about their opinions. Another one is to have a healthy respect for diversity. I don't know if you are aware, or in my experience when I was a principal at a high school, my teachers had to take diversity training. I had 72 languages in my school, working with my schools. That's a lot of languages. And the law in California is you have to provide basic second language learning in their primary language. So if they were from some foreign country, I had to go out and find somebody that knew that language to come in and work with that child or that student. So diversity, learning how to deal with students from diverse backgrounds, businesses from people with diverse backgrounds. It is oftentimes difficult, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but a frustration I have, and I think it would be with anyone. If I know that there is a better way, and I'm not saying that American has always the better way, but if I know a better way to do something, and people are not open to hearing that and trying it, they will never be able to move forward. It's always doing what they know, because that's what's comfortable. And sometimes the challenge is, no, we have to make it a little bit uncomfortable so somebody will move forward to the next step. Being uncomfortable is not a pleasant place to be, but it's an okay place. And it's okay to be able to say to a business friend or a worker, it's okay where you are. Tomorrow will be a different day. Tomorrow you may feel differently. But people have to be uncomfortable to a certain extent before they will make the leap of making a change of any kind. So being open to diversity, being able to, being wound up too tight. Sure. You know, sometimes we wind ourselves up so tight that we just have to get something done. We have to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And so that concept will destroy any synergistic action going on. So one of the things in our business meetings, we don't want to get too wound up. We just want to enjoy and relax around the people and be just open to what is going on. Another idea is, well, two last things, and then I'll leave you with these. Humor is important. Never leave it home. Take it with you at all times. One of the things that I think synergistically that helps relieve tension is to be able to laugh at what we do and laugh at ourselves and how we respond. Just then other people begin to laugh and see the humor in that. And the last thing I'd like to say is be real. Be real. There is a saying in business, you walk your talk. Please have integrity in who you are. I want to be able to work with people who will tell me what they really are like, not what they want me to think they are like. And so I encourage you in your endeavors and in the organization endeavors, move forward synergistically.